Alright. Welcome in, everybody. Today we are going to be finishing Stormblood. Well, MSQ. I think I have a handful of quests left, maybe like 5 or 6 left. Well, let's push to the finish today. Let's go. Head to the burn. Up. Oh yeah, we're setting up the wall.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Ooh, sparkly.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier
Nice, it's
is
actually
forming.
working. I was expecting things to go horribly wrong, actually.
1,000 yards. 2,000. 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. 4,000. 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Nice. Woohoo! Oh?
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us. Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
It's gonna be people we know inside, isn't it? Yeah.
By the gods. It's Alpha, no.
Hey, Jen.
What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
Oh, he got affected by whatever's going on, too, huh?
Not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
I'm cool with either. Oh wait, this is him?
Aye. Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished.
What, wasn't he the dude like the main boss of A Realm
Stand
Reborn?
down.
Or am I thinking
The
wrong?
legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded?
It's been a while.
How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians.
Huh.
The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion. But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the Red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the Shards clearly stand below those still joined to the Source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Habrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
I don't think I've heard of the third person.
We have files on La Habrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself.
Oh.
Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch.
That's very nice of you.
Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvas.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor
jeez.
Solus.
You're making tons of him.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
Good point.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
It's mine? We'll settle this another time.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods. Even as I,
yeah,
in
straight.
my blinkered conviction, placed mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
Until then.
So that was the infamous Black
Hey, real
Wolf.
man.
An unexpected ally, to say the least. Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Da, da, da. Well, the barrier works, that's good. Although Alphino is in the comatose state as well. Alphino is safely ensconced. Or ensconced? I don't even know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. In a private chamber, my finest healer is examining him as we speak. I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in a sleep which he cannot be woken. Just like the others. It seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustration, Alice, I do, but Alphino has returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as a scion, yours and your brother's both. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made and little time to make them. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Cyriu's wall works as intended, can we expect reinforcements for Almigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our force must be transported by sea. A lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Aldenar Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distances in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that the East Aldenar friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Alphino a berth aboard one of the vessels. I shall have I forget how you say that, accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stones. You have my thanks, Lord Yen. Giri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo. Enlist all those capable of teleportation and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. These and Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. Let's go. Hey, Green Gaming, how are you? Meanwhile, that's true, Shruti. He actually does. Yeah, that's a good point.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
See that you do.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you.
Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
Huh.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence.
Post Stormblood, Mixed Royalton.
Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in Allagan cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the Founding Father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey? If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
So, is Litobus possessing him or the prince? I'm kind of confused now. So that guy is a clone of previous ruler of the Empire. Who's the Crown Prince? The Crown Prince is also a clone that's being possessed by an Ascian, which is possibly also a Litobus. Confused. Early on the front lines. Oh, that one is M itself, the guy we just learned about. Okay. So one is M itself and the other one's probably a Litobus then. We must leave now to convene with Eorzea's leaders, and it may be some time before I return to Doma. Hakuro, I leave you in command. My lord. I shall assemble an advanced party with all haste and join you in Alamigo. It gets it's kind of confusing just because like all the like Empire people's names are like all like, I don't know if they have like Latin roots or something, but it's like kind of hard to keep those all straight. And then you mix in people that are possessing them at the same time. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to a resistance officer stationed in Porta Praetoria, who will point us in the right direction. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ah, you must be the Scion Party. That's us. Ba-bum-bum-bum.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, were our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
He's sleepy. Very sleepy.
So, Alphino won't wake up, Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
That's the main dude.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Gods, Lise. You know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do
You're
I
pretty
have?
much the only one left.
Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
I guess, other than me, but I can barely talk. I can't talk.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Oh, I guess I have to go after all. I'll be there.
That's settled then. We don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
What could possibly go wrong at this meeting? Let's go. Probably with the Emperor. Let's go. Very welcoming. I gotta get me a cape. That way when I sit down, I can, like, push it back like that.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, on behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us. But you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals.
Kinda cool to see us all there together.
Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
I doubt that's gonna work.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
Oh, you want us to join you? Yeah.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, The only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Dorma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Like we're not making any progress in this meeting.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Gonna try next.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries
He's got some good
of
points here, I'm not gonna lie.
reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Where, though? Huh. That scene was actually really cool. Phew, this is not really my forte. After his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphino would have done, tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have some insight to share. I will say one thing for this Varys. He is well versed in the Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies. Yet there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. I'm sure Varys would be happy to tell you more. Ha! You would have me ask the Emperor himself? Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Emperor Varys' relationship with the Ossians. As had we all. Yet if he is in league with them, he is not like to volunteer the fact. And if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach that particular subject, we will need to be subtle. Would that I knew more of the man, if he would indulge, You would indulge me, Lord Hien. You received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all Garlemald, nor else in the heavens. To that, veneration of the gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being of that of His Radiance's own person. I share your disdain for the hypocrisy. Even as they denigrate the idea of faith, they revere their leader with the fervor of others reserved for the divine. It is a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varys to reveal something. 12 have mercy, but for Lady Alizé's timely interjection, we might have come to blows at the negotiating table. Not that Emperor Varys left us great many options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly. He's building up to something, I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say? I think we should invite him to explain himself. You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease? Mayhap you are right. Alright, let's try again, I guess.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affair surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Because I want to.
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rulga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the Great Sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
Right.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former Emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
It's interesting that he's putting on like this front when we've already seen him like in the scenes with the Ascians, like not be fully on board. Your prize is a lie, your master's demons.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence. Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single
Well, I think the
standard.
negotiations have broken down, folks.
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable, unconscionable.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands!
Into your hands, perhaps? But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Oh, he wants us to join him to be able to go against him.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I'll join you. I mean, oh, it doesn't give me a join him option. Okay. I just turned the whole story of FF14 on its head by joining him. I'll join you. I cannot condone such a loss of life. We can defeat the Ascians as we are. We don't need your help.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
How does he keep that helmet on his head, by the way?
Eosians never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Huh. That was a cool little segment there. The whole scene. It's cool to see like everybody there in the same room. Look at everybody here. Cool. I came back to find Doma's advanced party ready and waiting for battle. Though as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, it did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. A salmon muffin? That doesn't sound good. Hit. The face of war. Here we go. Wartime.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
Here.
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Still have no clue what's going on with this mysterious voice and why it's putting people to sleep. Stealing their souls.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
Sure.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms.
How is
The
this
hour
gonna
of
go
battle
down?
has
This should be
come.
interesting.
May the crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right.
It's a lot of pressure on my shoulders.
So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
I'll try.
No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Okay. Quest accepted. It's too late to back out now. What did that say? Something or other? Is this 4-person or 8-person? Did anybody want to do this with me? Let me know in the chat if you want to do this with me. Oh, you're EU? Doesn't it? Can't you still do it? Like, can't you switch server? Guess I'll just hope that people are doing this dungeon. This worst case scenario, I could go with NPCs. Oh, gotcha. Trouble is, it's always hard to find a party when I'm damage roll. Average wait time 12 minutes. I'll give it a minute or two, see if we get anybody. If not, I'll just dive in with NPCs, I guess. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, let's, I'm nervous to go in with the NPCs, but we'll try it. Here we go. What could possibly go wrong? I'm gonna need these NPCs to carry me. Ooh! The Kugane theme hyped up. Cool. Ba, 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 ba. Crap, I'm gonna have to lead though is the problem. Usually when I play with other people, they know where they're going. The NPCs are gonna follow me, which is not good. Okay. Wait, we have Hien as a tank? What? That's cool. Yeah. That's interesting. Oh, there's still one alive. Follow me, everybody. I won't lead you astray. Oops. This music is cool. These things have got a lot of health, man. Look at this area we're in. This is cool looking. I mean, in a sad kind of way.
Enough!
What? This way? Okay. Whoa. Doman Shaman. It's... Oh, Alizé is in the party too. I just realized all the NPCs are... It's actually kind of cool to do this with NPCs, because you actually get, like, the actual characters in here.
You shall fall soon enough.
Enough!
Where am I going? Oh gosh. This thing looks very welcoming. Colossus. Alright. The Field of Dust. Get in there, Hien. Owie. What is that? The thing circle going around him? Ah, ah. Ooh, that's new. I haven't seen an attack like that before. Okay. How am I on this weird angle? Okay. Okay, he's doing this thing again. He's going the opposite way, though.
Enough!
Okay, I think the arrows show the direction he's turning. Okay, I see. To me, everybody. Oops. Why am I standing in front of him?
give them a show.
This thing's got some life, man.
Let's give them a show. Let's give them a show.
Wondering if I should use the limit break on him. Would I build another one up before end boss? Possibly. I don't think I need it though. Got him. Okay. Bye-bye. Gosh, that scared me. Okay. Dang it. Okay, I was hoping I could, like, be the tank and, like, group the enemies, but I can't. Okay. My teammates are gonna fight where they attack. Okay. Go. This is so cool. They're combining this theme with like the Empire's theme. Come on. Oh.
Let us be about it.
Let us be about it. Okay. Treasure. Do I just jump down here? Whoa!
I shan't hold back!
Whoa. Look at all these people in here. This is cool. Where are my teammates fighting at? Okay, I was like, I don't know where they're going. Where's Hien at? Oh, he's in here. Okay, I see him now.
Let us be about it.
Dude's parachuting in. This is cool. Oh, it's a scorpion. Am I supposed to attack while the tail is up? Okay. Okay.
Out of my way.
Treasure. Did I get what was in there? What is this thing? Prometheus? Here we go. Oops. Oh gosh.
Enough.
The wall begins to tremble. Oh, cool. Are you talking about for the attack commands? I can never get used to like actually using the keys. Like I have a hard time like moving around and using the keys to like do my attacks. So I've just gotten into the flow of just clicking on everything. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to.
Let's give them a show.
Alright, where is it gonna go this? Oh. Whoa, what do I do here? Middle? I guess? Ah! I wasn't paying attention. Revive me. Ah, crap. The NPCs can't revive me? Useless NPCs. Farah. Ouchie. Alright, I need to pay attention this time. Ah! So one of the things that I like about the fights in FF14 is like when they introduce a new mechanic, they just throw it into the fight. They don't like teach you before, they just like, we're gonna put it in there and you may not figure it out on your first attempt, but you'll figure it out eventually.
Out of my way!
Alright. So this one's like the go in the middle thing. I'm such an idiot, I forgot again. I forgot again. I forgot again that it was gonna do that. Luckily I didn't die that time. I forgot again that it was gonna follow up with that. I didn't even think to look. I was just waiting for it to like surface back. Just when I was praising it for teaching me things by the fight, like, oh, I'll remember next time, and then I fell for it again. Alright, let's not die this time. Middle. Now get out of the way. Alright, I learned. Dang, that wasn't even the final boss of this, huh? Bum, 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 bum. Wait. 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 Which way am I supposed to go? I think this way. Am I going backwards? I think I'm going backwards. I am? Ah, crap. I thought I was already down there in that battlefield area. Okay, Wait. How do I get back down here? It's so dark. I can't see the paths. How did I even get up here? Okay. It's a struggle. I left everybody else down here fighting for their lives that whole time. Wait.
This knight does not yield!
Enough!
Dang, I wonder what the end boss of this thing is gonna be. Oh wait, what do I do with this? Get away, right? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just panicking. Okay.
Let us be about it!
Okay.
Enough!
This is so cool. Everybody's in here. Emmerich, everybody. Cool. Lise now joining the fight. Pippin. Ah!
You shall fall soon enough.
What do I do with this? Run away? Ouch. Oops. Oops, wrong button. Oh gosh. They just keep coming. Quickly to me? Alright. Thank you. So cool having everybody here fighting together.
You shall fall soon enough.
Self-detonate?
Time to get serious!
Okay, Elise, what the crap was... Holy crap! Did you see how much damage that did? Okay, Elise. Where am I supposed to go? Down here, I guess? It's really hard to see where I'm supposed to be going right now. Am I dumb? Where am I? Where am I supposed to be going? I like need to like turn up the brightness or something. Check the map, top right. Okay, I need to go up this path. Whew. All right. What are these things? These savages bested our vanguard. Impressive. But in the end, they are only that, savages. Now let us be brief. His radiance waits. Okay. I'll just stay up here. Ania and Julia? Alright. Mentally preparing. Let's go! Alright. Are those bombs? I don't know what to do with these. Okay. Okay. Alright. Good first attempt there. That went well. Yeah. Good first attempt. Ah! Ouchie. Oh! Okay, I gotta pay attention to what's going on the outer ring there. Where are you going? Casting? Let us engage them together? Oh, great. What? What are all these tiny lines? Ah! What? Ah! Okay. Rid of the ceruleum tanks.
Enough!
Okay, what a... Alright, I survived that time.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater!
Enough!
Says we have no choice, Julia. There's always a choice. You can just retreat. You or they witness this twice? Oh gosh. Get away from me. Huh? I don't even know what I got hit by there. What hit me? Crap, I gotta start all over. I don't know if you can avoid that, or you just have to take some damage there. So... I'm just gonna follow this NPC. Okay. New strategy. Just do what the NPC does. Okay. Oops, didn't need that. I'm just following this shaman. Crap. The will to live saved me. Okay. Farewell, savages. Oh, they're leaving? I'm using the limit. Got rid of one of them. Okay. Uh-oh? Did I mess up? We have served our purpose. Come, we shall withdraw for now. Who are they? I've never seen them before, ever. Yay! Yep, just barely. I beat every boss first try. Okay. Oh, those were the two that were in the background at the conference?
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Ah, no. Not now.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity.
Why do I know this voice? I feel like this is a Xenoblade character.
No! 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 Not like...
Throw wide the gates. Whatever that means. Ah, man. I'm the only one that's not asleep now?
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
So the Guardians have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not, they won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help, and that of the Eastern allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alice, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, they've completed their examination of Mistress Alice, and as we feared, she is locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others. Aye, the Guardians picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. The best I can do is to see that Alice is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Yugiri and I would return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the Far East is under sail, and all must be made ready for their arrival. I'll not keep you then. Judging by the Guardians' recent movements, or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Pray, return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Alright, let's get some rest. What if I never wake up, though, like the rest of the scions? Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Pray, return to the Rising Stones. Feels very cheery here in the Rising Stones after just being out on the war battlefield. Okay. Ah, Solitaria, welcome home. Word has it, you and Mistress Alice gave the Guardians quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alice? I was certain she would have returned by now. She's in Dreamland. At the 12th, not her too. Ocher? And I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. Oh yeah, Tataru, I forgot. I haven't seen you in a while, Tataru. And with you too, for that matter, it grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Kultane, Kral, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. Ochre. It's in, like, the shade. Okay. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole after all. Though I suspect you must be tired from your journey, you should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us for the time being, at least. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Lone Xenos, fake Xenos. We're gonna have to fight him again. We're gonna have to fight him again, aren't we? A brief reprieve. A solitary yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times, though I'm afraid I have not to report. Right, you already told me that. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphino had been brought here and wished to see if his condition had improved. Question mark person? Oh. It's Maxima? Or Maxim? Maxima. It's just solitary. I have heard about the part you played in driving back the Empire's forces. Thank you. That you're able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such words must sound coming from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I choose to share all that I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, I am content to bear that... I don't remember how you pronounce ignominy. Twill seem a small price to pay if it helps prevent this conflict from escalating any further. But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphino. An acquaintance of Solitary and Alphino, are you? Well, be far from me to turn away good company. When word reached me that Alphino had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him, poor lad. Pains me to see him thus, but I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The Popularis could not have wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I traveled here in the company of another acquaintance of yours. Oh? He awaits my return at North Silvertier, and I am certain he would be glad to see you, assuming you can spare the time, that is. Sid, maybe? I don't know. No, I don't want to enter the solar. Crap. I'm teleporting out. I'm too lazy to walk out, even though it's like a couple steps. Okay. Da-da-da. Ah, there you are. It is Sid. Though I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Indeed, he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans would say he's a traitor, that he turned his back on the country. We of the Popularis, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Empire's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about better future for all mankind. Please, revolutionary is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard from Raubon that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives? Aye, 'tis true. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. To think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to hunt Asians, did he? After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have the good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Commander Aldin also spoke of the Alliance's meeting with the Empire, though I still labor to believe what he told us. Did his Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by the Asians? He did. But that is madness. The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it, and yet I see there is no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Asians must be stopped, to save my people, to save all peoples. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. But that is in the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Seiryu, I forgot they said it, Seiryu's wall, was a good start, but we can do more, and we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from, for the Warrior of Light. That's me. Commander Aldin requests your presence at Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. He would discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Ah, yes, the inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called your way. Time, no doubt, being of the essence, could I tempt you to ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's a faster way to Raubon's side, I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. Let's go. I don't think I've actually been, like, taking an airship since, the first time they made me take an airship. Like, when you very first find one in the game. I swear, every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger, and every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious. But no one is invincible, not even you. Take care of yourself. I pray you remain safe on the front lines, though we will equip to join the fray. I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? Ba 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 ba. Okay, I think we are going into the final quest here. So before we do that, I'm gonna take a small break here, and I'll be back in just a minute, and then we'll finish this thing. Alright, let's go. We get a question mark gift for finishing this quest. Surprise present? Can't wait. Let's go. Mystery gift. Commander Aldin is waiting. Let's go. By the way, if anybody's interested, we do have a Discord as well. You do !Discord, you can find that there. We have a spot in there for discussing FF14 stuff, Overwatch, all the other games I'm playing, as well as just IRL stuff, food, fun stuff as well, so feel free to check that out if you're interested as well. Let's go. Speak with Raubon. What is this? I summoned you to discuss strategy, but first I would apprise you of the Guardian's movements. Upon speaking with Raubon, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Make sure you've got your popcorn. Let's go. Oh, that was the last dungeon I was in.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald. In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east!
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos.
Right, that's what we saw.
Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
I better. I've got several more expansions I gotta get through still. Okay. I gotta survive a few more expansions still. So long as you leave the Ascian to me.
He may not die as such, but to see Lord Xenos fall on the battlefield would deal a heavy blow to Imperial morale. I'll see to it the men stay clear.
Uh-oh.
Why won't they open?
What are these gates we keep talking about?
Please, I bid you open.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again? Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this? May Ralga grant us strength.
With Gaius, yes.
Give 'em hell, lass. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Oh crap. I'm Hien? Okay. I don't know what any of these things do. Combo!
Ready?
Do this. Combo! 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 Second wind! Owie, owie, owie.
This one's for you, Ada.
Does this heal? No, that's a... not a heal. You can't tell me to smash buttons and then tell me to... something has a 2-minute cooldown after that. Just smash buttons. Not that button, though! Well, I actually have second wind on Monk as well. I should probably know how long the cooldown is. I'm about to die, not gonna live, I'm about to cry. Down for the count. Ah! Look upon and know the depths of your folly. Oh no, you don't.
Here it comes.
Ouch. At least no. What have you done?
The weave of a shinobi's power.
Boy.
The art of my forebears.
Cool. Protectlings? Hey, whoa. Okay. Cool. Ouch.
You get it.
Damn you!
You broke my mask. Here, I'm coming on my way. I'm here. You.
Magic with a Garlean body. That's hardly fair. Still, he must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I'll do this, Hien. Hien, just stay down, my friend. I'm here.
Bringer of light. It has been too long. No words to mark our reunion? So be it. Equilibrium must be restored. And only your death will redress the balance.
Prepare to keep things unbalanced, then. Can we just stare at each other? Okay, let's go. So far, so good. Ah! Okay. I think that's gonna push me away regardless, right? Yeah. What is this? I don't know what those are. Never seen that before. Exaflares? Do I need to attack these? The storm? as well. Where's my mouse? Crap. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the Xian fight again? Oh, that sucks. Normal or easy? Or very easy? I'm doing normal.
Ready?
And I wish they let me just start from my part.
This one's for you, Ada.
This part is not hard, it's just takes forever.
Here it comes.
The weave of a shinobi's power.
So with those swords, like I need to take out each of the swords basically before the timer counts down then? Is that why I died? I just didn't get to the third sword fast enough. Does it matter which order I go after the sword's in? Doesn't matter what order. As cool as this cutscene was. Crap. Okay, I didn't get hit by... What? Alright. Can I attack this one, please? Gosh! Problem is he always throws this stupid AoE on you when you're trying to do that. I didn't kill it? How the crap am I supposed to kill him fast enough? Should I just, like, take the damage, like, in the AoEs, if I can keep attacking? Alright, I'm just doing it on easy. It's just painful that I have to do this part each time. If I could just, like, go into that fight, I would keep trying on the hardest mode, but...
This one's for you, Ada. Here it comes.
I was using AoE attacks? I thought I was only using, like, the first 6 that I have set here, I thought are all my single targeting ones. That's what I was using.
The art of my forebears.
Weird. Arma the Destroyer? I was using this? I thought I was using Snap Punch that whole time. Was I accidentally clicking on Arma the Destroyer? Weird. I don't really know if you can fully avoid those or what.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, these things have way less health now. Did I kill it? Okay. This guy is done.
I see.
GG's. But there was like a ton of clones of this dude. So I don't know if taking out one is really gonna do all that much.
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail.
Ouch. Ah, no, don't.
I beseech you.
This is no time for gates to be opened.
Ah, someone calls to you. Too late, alas.
Those shoes. And I'm dead. Where are we?
At last, I found you.
Who are you?
Please, there's no cause for alarm. Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet. But the place of our meeting is of no consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. The better path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength.
I just met you. Who are you?
I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done. Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base.
Crystal Tower?
It will serve as a beacon of sorts. One which I pray will help you on your journey.
Wasn't that like the raid tower that we unlocked in Realm Reborn or something?
I will take care of the rest. Soon, we will throw wide the gates. And the path to the first will be yours to walk at last.
Huh? This guy's speaking in riddles. Okay. I'm alive somehow. The plot thickens. Oh, hey.
You're awake. Thank heavens.
What happened?
Do you recall the confrontation with Xenos? You were the first to come to the aid of Mistress Lys and the others on the front line.
Right.
In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow. Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
Huh.
Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont. Estinian never was one for emotional farewell.
Estinian saved me?
Though Xenos bested all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position. We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial Court. This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times.
Surely things will stay just as peaceful for the whole next expansion. Salazar, right? What of the Scions? Are they...
Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you. Leave this fight to us, my friend. You have earned your rest. But before I forget...
Give me that mystery gift.
I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke.
Oh.
A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen. When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you.
Hmm?
Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
Till then. So Estinian just randomly saved us like twice during this expansion. Took out a cannon and saved me. Well, this is a most unexpected surprise. I thought you combined to bed. Oh, hey! When I heard that you had collapsed on the field of battle, I confess I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see now that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. Thank the Fury. As long as we have you, Mistress Saturn, history suggests we have a fighting chance. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's effects can already be felt, even here in Ishgard, in anticipation of the need for reinforcements. Arturo will soon be departing for the front lines with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you to stay until your strength is returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. Indeed. I suspect you've already decided on your next destination. Home, I guess, or wherever that's supposed to be. Dark days lie ahead, of that I have no doubt, but the light of hope shall ever guide our steps so long as we have the will to press forward. Onward. And press onward we must. Farewell, my friend. I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. Oh, the music was just kicking in. Return to the Rising Stones. Ba-da-da! Pray, return to the Rising Stones. Hey, Tataru. Oh, you changed back into your old outfit.
By the 12! I don't believe it!
Hug?
I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on?
I don't know, Tataru. Mystery man. Don't know.
Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful. And what else did he say? The better path leads to him? If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him.
I didn't see him there.
Sir Emmerich said the fighting had reached a stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back... Thancred, Yestola, Urianger, Alphino, Alize... You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own, do you hear me? So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home.
Am I bringing home their shadows?
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right?
Right.
But how are you to find it, now that the tower has been sealed shut? There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid, and the researchers of St. Coinac's find. Don't you worry, we'll find that beacon for you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace... I gotta get me one of those throne chairs like that.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home? I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
A minor setback. She will not escape me again. Where is your grandsire? I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril.
This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious. Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete.
Are they gonna use the toxic gas against us?
We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
Was that a yes? Let the credits roll. We finished Stormblood. Yay! Ooh, cool art. Are you gonna watch the Shadowbringers trailer? I'm going to probably just do like a separate video where I watch it again, I think. Gary. Now we gotta change into Bunny Boy or something, I guess, huh? For the next expansion. They should have changed Gosetsu's artwork to his new hairstyle. I enjoyed Stormblood, I think, overall. A lot of people are saying it was one of their least favorites, I feel like, going into it, but I feel like I liked it almost just as much as I liked Heaven's Word, honestly. I like story aspects of A Realm Reborn, but the pacing is just like... The pacing of A Realm Reborn is... It's kind of painful, to be honest. And I think they've even, like, made A Realm Reborn, like, pacing faster than it originally was or something. But it's still, like, kinda... There's just, in A Realm Reborn, there's too much stuff where it's like... very inconsequential stuff that you're doing. Like a lot of like just fetch quest stuff in A Realm Reborn, it felt like. That wasn't like, they didn't have a lot of character development to it, there's just like... Go get this, and then travel back here. I feel like even in the Stormblood, I feel like they did a lot more stuff where they were just like, okay, instead of making you walk back to this place, we're just gonna move the next cutscene there already. Oh yeah, the cheese dungeon section, where you're just like collecting ingredients for the banquet. That was a rough stretch. That was a rough stretch. I really enjoyed I enjoyed a lot of the music in Stormblood, actually. And what I know the thing people don't like about Stormblood most is the execution. What do you mean by that? How many different nations did we free during Stormblood? At least a few, right? Stormblood was like all about like freeing nations from Empire control. I liked her. What was her? Yatsuyu? I liked her. I'm trying to think of my favorite like aspects of Stormblood. I mean, we had the whole like the same steppe area with all the different like tribes there and everything. I almost forgot that was part of Stormblood for a second. I did that part a while ago. I do like Hien. I like Hien a lot. Hey, there's the new hairstyle for Gosetsu. We still have old, what's her name? Locked up in prison. Ford Focus, Fordola. We don't really have a resolution to all that. So I'm wondering if we're eventually, like, if, like, Doma Castle or whatever is actually eventually going to be rebuilt. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't skip any scenes or anything. No, there weren't any scenes I just skipped on accident, right? Should I talk to Tataru? I feel like I'm still in Stormblood, right? Until I finish this quest or whatever. Like, should I talk to Tataru to keep going for a tiny bit more? Alright. I knew you'd be alright. And to celebrate your return, I made you this. A brand new traveling outfit. Oh, I do hope it fits. Thank you. What's the mystery gift, by the way? Is that the traveling outfit? But now is not the time to fuss over your measurements. I must go and speak with the researchers of St. Quainox Find. You go and rest while we track down that beacon. Oh, it is. That is the mystery gift. Scion Traveler's Attire. Uh-oh. Excuse me?
My enemy.
Katana-wielding soldier.
Friend. Had I been but a step faster.
Is that Gaius? Did sound like his voice. Or is it? I don't know.
Bloody savages!
Maybe it is. I can't tell.
Pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised. May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph. In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
It doesn't look like him. But I can't tell. I have no idea. I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, I'm just here on the crystal platform of doom. Oh, is this my new outfit? Isn't that what I was wearing before? No, I think this is my same outfit. Okay. I don't think I changed it. There's the crystal tower. I thought maybe they just like, in the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space. In fields of tranquil light, sow you seeds of darkness. One brings shadow, one brings light. So, it seems like the game is acting like, I don't have Shadowbringers for some reason. Maybe I need to do something to, like, activate that. Assuming that's why this is locked. So I'm officially in Shadowbringers now, right? Talk to Tataru. Small talk? This quest is Shadowbringers installed and registered. Maybe I need to, like, do something to install and register it. Somehow. maybe restart the game? Well, I bought the complete edition on Steam. So yeah, maybe I may need to register it in the MOG station. That's probably what I need to do. Or I'll just eternally be bound to Stormblood. Hopefully y'all are having a good time in Dawn Trail without me. I'll be here in Stormblood if you need me. Yeah, I'll figure it out between now and when we actually start doing a stream for Shadowbringers. I'll figure out how to get it working. Alright, I think this is a good place to wrap up for today. But I do plan to do another reaction video to the Shadowbringers trailer. Because, quite frankly, I don't remember anything from it. And that was my very first exposure to Final Fantasy XIV, was watching the Shadowbringers trailer. And I don't really remember much of anything from it. You know, the only thing that I actually can remember from the trailer is, like, there's, like, a little, like, gremlin monster character that looked like a Furby or something. That's the only thing that's, like, the main thing I remember from that trailer. Probably not the most important part to remember either. That's the part that stuck with me. So yeah, keep an eye out for that video. I'll probably record that sometime in the next day or two, and then we'll probably start streaming some Shadowbringers at some point this week. At least get started on it, so. Alright, everybody, well, appreciate you being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the finale. I actually think my favorite part of the episode today, I really liked the negotiation table scene where we were all there with the Emperor. I thought that scene was actually pretty cool. Take care of yourselves. I will catch up with y'all on the next stream or video. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.